V, my brother will never marry you. Over my dead body, will my brother marry you? You won't collect food from my mouth. You won't collect food from my mouth, Abi. You won't collect food from my mouth. We go see whether you go feed one, whether you go feed one now. My brother no go marry you. Wait, see, Ekwensu, go home. Hello, you're welcome to Life Stories with Bussy. I'm sure that you were thinking to yourself, is this Life Stories with Bussy? With the intro, yeah. I'm sure with the intro, you already have an idea of today's story. I got a mail from a lady called V, and she's in a dilemma about what to do. I think she has an idea of what she wants to do. She wants to know whether she's overreacting, and she wants our thoughts about a story. So I'll just go on straight onto the story. So she goes, "Good day, ma. My name is V, and I'm in love with your program. Thank you very much, V. I follow you on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you very much, V. Please, I need your advice on what you think I should do. I'm 34 years old and I'm a single mother. I have a 16 years old daughter. In my last year of university, I met my current boyfriend and we've been cool until recently. Along the line, we've had issues and all that, and we've resolved it. He's the breadwinner of his family, he's the only man, and he has 3 sisters. Though they seem not to have issues with me, I am not comfortable with them. Because when I'm in their midst, it feels like they're okay with me. But once I leave their midst, they will say all sorts about me, and I'll hear the gist eventually outside. At a point, I stayed away from them. The elder sister is a single woman with 2 children from different men. She and my boyfriend are very close, and he confides in her. She will see my friends and send them to me and say things like, "Tell V that over my dead body, will she marry my brother?" Things like, "I want to take food away from her mouth. Never." The youngest one is also a single mother, and so my boyfriend is responsible for all of them, their children's school fees and upkeep. Every time I talk to my fiance about how his sisters behave, he would say I shouldn't mind them. In May 2021, 4 years after we started dating, he proposed to me and we got engaged. We posted our engagement pictures online and all hell let loose. His mother and his sister do not appreciate the fact that he got engaged to me without their consent. They were like, "You went ahead to propose to V and you didn't even tell anyone. Who gave you the permission to propose to her?" I cried all through that week, wondering what family I was marrying into. He said to them that he had been dating me for 4 years and that it's just normal that he would propose to me. That was what made me continue the relationship. Later, they pretended as if they were okay with our engagement. And the next thing they said to me was that women have to be pregnant before they commence the marriage rites. My boyfriend also agreed with them that I should get pregnant. The pregnancy didn't come immediately. Now, my man doesn't stay in Nigeria, but he visits sometimes and I also visit him too. We rented a 2-bedroom apartment in Nigeria where he stays when he's around. He pays the rent and my daughter also stays with us. We had planned to get married December of that same year when he proposed, but things went south with him. He was laid off work and his business went downhill. Things were pretty bad. I run an online business which has been sustaining me and my child. Once in a while, when he has money, he sends to me. Late last year, he came to Nigeria for Christmas and I discovered that I was pregnant February this year. I told him that I cannot have a baby without getting married because of the shame of being pregnant as a teenager and having my baby out of wedlock. I told him that I was a single mother and he wouldn't expect me to have another child without being married. He said he knows that when money comes, we will do the necessary things. 3 days after I discovered I was pregnant, he lost his father. The burial has been fixed for next year, January. That's January 2024. They now said that they cannot do any celebration until after the burial of their father. I gave him the option of going to the registry with me so that we can make this relationship legal, and that we could do every other thing like meeting of the family and traditional wedding after the burial. I thought he agreed with me. I didn't know that the agreement wasn't from his heart. I went to tell my family about the registry, but he didn't tell his family about it. We traveled back and were always in constant communication. He still kept on telling me that we would go to the registry. He's quite responsible and does the things he's supposed to do, even though he doesn't have much at this period. At a point, he sold one of his properties and gave me a few millions to invest in my business. 3 days ago, we were talking, and I told him that I'll be due in a few months. So I asked him when he was going to come so that we could go to the registry. He now said that he wasn't ready to do the registry, that he would prefer to do everything together.
What are you saying exactly?
Give me some time to gather some money until after Baba's burial. So once I'm able to gather the money after Baba's burial, we'll do everything at the same time. So please, just give me more time, please.
How long do I have to wait? Registry does not cost much. And I've told you that I don't want to have this child outside marriage. No! How long do I have to wait?
I was angry. He told me to keep that pregnancy, and I did it on the strength that we were going to go to the registry. All the while, he assured me that he was going to come home so that we could get married before the baby is born. All of a sudden, some few months to delivery, you are telling me that you would prefer all marriage rights to be done. He said he didn't say he wasn't going to marry me, but he didn't have money. I told him going to the registry wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. Note that earlier in the year, he had asked me if my daughter would be staying with us after the marriage, that he doesn't want my daughter. I remember telling him then that he knew I was a single mother when he decided to date me. My child has always lived with me. I don't have anyone to drop her with. I told him that I would pick my child over a relationship with him anytime, because I know my daughter wasn't a troublesome child. I am all that she has. I raised my daughter well, and she's not any trouble at all. He said that he has a lot of plans for only me and our unborn baby, and that the life that he envisioned for himself doesn't have third parties in it, referring to my daughter. And I told him straight away that I wasn't going to send my child anywhere. Later, he said that my daughter could stay with us. I was still insisting on the registry because I told him that I don't want to have another child outside wedlock. He kept saying he didn't have money and it wouldn't look good to go to the registry while his father was in the morgue. I told him that if he had told me since that he wasn't keen on going to the registry, I would have gotten rid of the pregnancy. I told him that why did he decide that we should get engaged when he wasn't ready, and we have been engaged for 2 years. I have told him that if we don't get married before this baby comes, I don't want that relationship again. I'll just take care of my children because I don't know what to do again. Because I've asked him when he will be ready, how long I am expected to wait, and he doesn't have an answer. I don't know what money we are waiting for, because he gave me some millions out of the property that he sold, and I don't know what happened to the remaining money with him. He told some of my friends to come and beg me that he will marry me eventually. I told him, do you like how your sister is now, with 2 children from different fathers? If you don't, why are you trying to do the same to me? He got angry and said I was insulting him. I believe his family is fetish. I was pregnant in 2021 and I had a very horrible ordeal. I was with him at his base outside the country, and his sisters called on WhatsApp video. They didn't know I was pregnant then because I didn't tell them. They requested to talk to me and I greeted them. Like 3 nights after, I had a dream, and dreams are the way that I believe that God speaks to me. In that dream, the sisters were fighting, and then the younger one turned to me and said that she will see how I will give birth to the child in my womb. I told her in that dream that if I don't give birth to that child, that she should be ready to bury her own. I woke up feeling this unease. At that time, Pastor Nathaniel Bussy was doing the Hallelujah Challenge, so I joined in the prayers. Shortly after that, the baby stopped growing, and I had to evacuate the womb, not once, but twice. My life was spared by God's grace. My father called me at a point and told me that the boy I said I wanted to marry, his family is the one doing all the damage. A month after that incident, his mother suffered partial stroke and no one told me anything. Later, I found out when I asked my man why he didn't tell me, he said that they wanted to keep it within the family and not involve other people. I questioned him about me being other people. He apologized. Then I went to visit the mother in the hospital and I saw that her condition was really bad. When the elder sister came to the hospital, she said that I was the reason why their mother had stroke. She said that it was because of my engagement, that their mother never supported it, and the engagement was causing issues between our children. That their mother was overthinking and she had stroke. I told her there and then that they should remove my name from their mouth because I don't know anything about their mother's sickness. I know my fiance loves me, but love isn't enough. Now, our friends are saying that I'm being inconsiderate, that I should wait, that when he's ready, he will do the right thing. These days, I'm heavily pregnant and I've turned to a prayer warrior. I don't sleep at night thinking about all these issues. First of all, V, I think that you should just take things easy because of your health. You're pregnant and you don't want to develop any complications during this pregnancy. So there's a lot of drama going on around you. I think that your man isn't man enough to stand against his family. It's looking to me like his family is the one making the choices for him. I don't think you're being inconsiderate because really, a man who loves you will not want to put you through the shame of having a second baby outside wedlock. And the registry really is the way to go if they're still waiting for next year to do this burial. And how are we even sure that he will keep his words? Considering the fact that he had agreed to go to the registry and then he refused that he wasn't going, he's saying that he wants to do everything. What's the big deal about going to registry anyway? There's none. And I'm beginning to feel like this man might not want to marry you. He might love you, but I think that maybe his siblings, especially his sisters, who you say have a strong hold on him, maybe they've told him not to marry, because that idea of your child not staying with you when you get married, it means that people are talking and they're talking behind you. The idea of a woman should be pregnant before they commence the marriage rites, and your man decided that he wanted to go along with that, it shows that they have a strong hold on him, and whatever they tell him to do is what he will do. I'm looking beyond even this marriage that you want to do. My thoughts are, you cannot cope with that family now. You cannot cope with that family when you're married. You can't. So it is better you count your losses and just pack it up. Know that you are a single mother of two. That's my thoughts. My thoughts are, this has happened. Because, see, I am more concerned about after now. Because, yeah, even if you go to the registry tomorrow, you get married and it becomes legal, family will not stop. Can you live with that family? If you know you can live with that family, fine. Maybe you calm down when the burial is over. Maybe you would go to the registry. I don't know. But the way I'm looking at it, the family has a strong hold on this man. Somebody that is taking care of all their responsibility. None of the sisters are not married. Mother has stroke. Father has died. He's going to be the one that would carry all the burial rites. So it means that load is on top of him and they don't want to release him to you. So my own take, sit down and take a look at this critically. Do you really want to marry into this family? Do you think that after marriage you can deal with these people? Because these people are going to be there for a long time. These people are going to be there for a long time. Do you think you can cope? If you cannot cope now, then it's better you count your losses and just carry your bag and go and take care of your children. Your guy might be a good guy, but it seems that he would rather do what his family says than what you people have planned. So he's not even keeping his words about going to the registry. Imagine the things that he will not keep to. Imagine all the things that he will not do if his family says that he should not do it. So I suggest to you that you take a look at it critically. You might be thinking, where do you want to start? You're pregnant again, you have a child that is 16 years old, you don't have a man in your life, people are going to make fun of you. It's better For me, the ultimatum is not about whether he marries you before you have the baby or not. For me, I'm more concerned about his family. The question I have for you, can you cope? If you know that you cannot cope now, do you think that you can cope then? Because there will be many decisions that will be made behind your back and you wouldn't love it. So you need to calm down and think about it. Do you really want to go on with this relationship? It's all in your hands. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that V is being inconsiderate and she should just wait till next year after Baba's burial so that they could do all the marriage rites? Or do you think that V should just take a walk? I'm of the opinion that V should take a walk. What do you guys think? I'll be in the comment box. V would also be there reading your comments. So next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busola Daily David. Bye.